It's certainly a disappointing performance, but a ball club that that has this much experience and at the same time is well disciplined can still get back in it. So we'll just have to wait and see here.
Mallory to Edwards, and Marion going to put some room between them and the basket. Mallory goes by Holler in the lane, gives it off to Bowens. Bowens back out to Persinger. Kyle Persinger gets it back to Bowens. Lafon Bowens cross court to Mallory. Edwards, Mallory playing catch and being very patient. They've got a 14-point lead over Warsaw, and why not? Inside, Derek Keys laid it up and in. Make it a 16-point lead at 34-18, and the Marion Giants looking for all the world like the state's best team right now. Steve Holler in the paint, lays it off. Johnson put it up good. Robert Johnson ends a streak of 8 unanswered points by Marion. Johnson with his first 2 points. It's a 34-20 ball game. Marion leads Warsaw. Steal made. Holler has the basketball. Gives it off to Gross underneath. Gross goes up. Reverse layup, no good. Johnson came down, tipped the ball away, goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Marion. And the Tigers missed a good opportunity there. It's a 14-point Marion lead, and the Tigers, with just 17 seconds to go in the half, going to try to keep Marion from scoring again. Remember, Lafon Bowens hit that long jumper at the end of the first quarter. Jay Edwards into the forecourt with 9 seconds now. He's tied up. He gets it off to Persinger. Persinger shot up, no good, and Fox has a rebound. And Derek Keys came over the back on the personal foul. So the Tigers get a break. Just a couple of seconds left. Fox had good position inside. Look at Persinger, put it up off the glass. A little bit too strong. Fox had the rebound position, and Derek Keys drew the personal foul, his first. And with 4 seconds to go, Rick Fox will have a chance for the Tigers to get back within 12 before the half.
6'5" sophomore, Fox is, averages 11.3. He has 6 points on the afternoon, looking for his first free throw opportunity.
Shot is up and good. Rick Fox puts it through. 21 points for Warsaw, 34 for Marion. And Jerry, that could be a key in this ball game. That could be a big 4-point turnaround. Warsaw was trying to stop Marion at the other end. Looks like they could wind up with 2, and they do. And now with 4, with 3, Jay Edwards, he'll fire it from 25. It'll count, but it didn't go. So the Marion Giants have come 22, and the Marion Giants have done little wrong, but the Warsaw Tigers, very uncharacteristically, have been guilty of a lot of turnovers. And Jerry Black getting our statistics together here at halftime. We'll have those for you. We can tell you that the Marion Giants jumped out to a 4-0 lead in this ball game. Warsaw finally got on the board at about the 3-minute mark of the ball game. But Marion hitting a big jumper at the end of the first quarter by Lafon Bowens led it 16-6 after the intermission, and Jeff Gross had not scored in the ball game. It took until about 3 minutes into the second quarter before Gross got on the board. He has 7 here at halftime, and his team has been held to just 22 points in the first half. Very cold field goal shooting, and actually lucky to be within 12 points of the Marion Giants. Marion Giants getting double-figure performances in the first half from Lafon Bowens and Jay Edwards, and playing very well, looking very much like the #1 team in the state of Indiana. I want to remind you that coming up immediately following our ball game, the Fighting Irish against North Carolina, is a fight for a trip to Birmingham, Alabama, and a trip to the Final 16 and the Southeast Regional Finals. And our best of luck, of course, to Digger Phelps and the Fighting Irish as they take on North Carolina.
3%. This is a team that shoots 51% on the season. Marion, on the other hand, is shooting 48% on 16 out of 33, and they're just about on their season percentage of 49%. At the free throw line, again, Warsaw not doing too well at the moment. 4 out of 7 for 57%. On the year, they shoot 72% from the line. Marion has hit 2 out of 2 free throws for 100%, of course. Rebounds are all even at 18. Turnovers, Warsaw with 11 compared to 7 for Marion. And the fouls, only 3 against Warsaw and 9 against the Marion Giants. Now taking a look at the individual scoring in the first half. For Warsaw, Rick Fox, a 6'5" sophomore forward, 3 baskets, 2 out of 2 free throws for 8 points and a personal. Jeff Gross, who really took a long time getting on track, didn't score at all in the first quarter, didn't get his first point until the 5:46 mark of the second quarter on a free throw, finally achieved his 7-point total, and he has yet to commit a foul. Jeff Tucker, one of the three guards of the three-guard offense, 5 points. Nobody else has scored except reserve Bob Johnson with a basket. For Marion, good up front performance by the two forwards, the 6'4" and 6'5", Jay Edwards and LaFon Bowens. Bowens with 12 points on 5 baskets. Check that. Bowens has 12 points on 5 baskets and 2 free throws. Jay Edwards, 5 baskets for 10 points. Lyndon Jones, a guard, 2 points. The big 6'10" senior center, Jay Teagle, with 6 points. And a reserve, Derek Keys, a 6'4" sophomore, with 4 points. Nobody in any kind of a foul problem at all for either ball club individually. So that's the situation here at halftime with the score. The Marion Giants 34 and the Warsaw Tigers 22. The first game this afternoon won by Michigan City Rogers by a score of 60-59, and Rogers with a tremendous comeback
against North Carolina, and it's not set to tip off for another 20 minutes or so, so we should be close as we wrap up this ball game. We're ready to go with the third quarter of action. It'll be Jay Teagle jumping up against Rick Fox, and Fox controls it, but it goes to Marion, and the Giants will get the basketball to start the second half. 34-22, Marion leads at halftime. Back to action now. Teagle trying to get the pass, but Rick Fox intercepted it, and Warsaw now will come back. And what you need to do in this situation is get a couple of them back at a time. You don't have to run off a string of 12 unanswered points and then play from there. You need to whittle that lead down. Holler, right side, Gross. He puts up the jumper. Good. Jeff Gross knocks it down from the outside. And that is a string of 6 unanswered points for Warsaw after they had trailed 34-18. And another steal. Gross gets it back. Jumper up. Rolls around. Won't go. And Lyndon Jones had the rebound for Marion. Mallory ahead to Edwards. Jay Edwards gives it off to Teagle. He puts it up and in. Good ball handling by Marion. 36-24. Warsaw has the basketball, trailing by 12. 8 points for Teagle. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Steve Holler with the basketball out top to Jeff Tucker. Back to Holler. Jeff Gross has 2 points already here in the third quarter. Fox with the jumper. It's up no good, and the rebound comes down to Jones. Lyndon Jones ahead. Stops free throw line, gets it off to Bowens. Bowens loses it to Rick Fox. Rick Fox doing a job on defense. He's picked up a couple of loose balls, and Warsaw has a chance to cut into that lead again. Chance to get it down to 10. Holler left side to Tucker. Tucker out top to Holler. Steve Holler back to Gross. Gross goes by Edwards, stops, pops, jumper good. Well, no doubt about it, if Warsaw is going to get back in this ball game, Jeff Gross is going to have to lead him. He has 11 points now and only 7 in the first half. Pass ahead to Jay Edwards. Drives down, free throw line, jumper up, in and out, no good. Teagle rebounds, Fox fouled him. Jay Teagle will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And Fox has his second foul. Watch the replay. Nice shot, good form by Edwards. Just would not drop for him, and Teagle inbounds or inside with a rebound position, and Fox had to foul him or give up an easy 2. And right now you don't want to do that. You trail by 10. Teagle will be at the free throw line.
He's a 58% free throw shooter and goes to the line for the first time in the ball game.
And I imagine that that is one of the things that Al Rhodes told his ball club. If Teagle has an easy 2, hammer him. Make him earn it at the line, whereas Jerry said he only shoots 58%. And he'll have another one coming here. Warsaw trails by 10, 6:15 to go, third quarter. Teagle's free throw up, good. He makes 1 out of 2, 37-26. Warsaw now can get back within 9 with a bucket here. 9 points for Teagle on the afternoon. Joe Sands looking down low for Gross. Can't find him. Shot put up by Sands. It won't go, and a foul going to be called. And I believe it was LaFon Bowens who got him.
Or Nicky Mallory.
Nicky Mallory going to be whistled for the personal foul. That's his second, and the team's first of the second half. So after Marion got in foul trouble early and put Warsaw on the free throw line, they settled down a little bit. Warsaw trying to take advantage again. Holler with the basketball. 11-point lead for Marion. Tucker out on top. Sands to Holler. Gross on the right wing. Jeff Gross got his man in the air. Jumper up. Rolls around. Won't go. Sands. Tucker fighting for it. Bowens ran over Tucker. Tucker gets up and almost called away, but Joe Sands kicked the basketball, and it'll go to Marion.
Coach Al Rhodes off the bench, of course. Very intent trying to get his ball club back. Out of bounds, midcourt.
37-26. Marion leads it by 11. Edwards drives in, shot up, no good. Rebound to Holler. Steve Holler has it for the Warsaw Tigers. He'll bring it up quickly into the forecourt. Inside he goes to Fox. Fox off the glass, good. For Rick Fox, 10 points. 37-28. It's a 9-point Marion lead now. Mallory down the right wing, drives all the way to the baseline. Cut off. He'll fire it. Nicky Mallory off the iron, no good. Got his own rebound, put it up and in. Big mistake by Warsaw that time. It's 5-5. Nicky Mallory got a rebound bucket inside. First points for Mallory. 39-28. Warsaw trails by 11 again. Out top, Steve Holler. Right side, Gross. Gross gets it off to Sands in the lane. Sands lost it, put it up. Foul called on Jay Teagle. Third foul on Teagle. Third foul on Teagle.
Joe Sands favoring his leg a little bit, Bob. His right leg, which is heavily bandaged as it is.
Joe Sands has some ligament damage in that right knee, but he's a senior, and he said, I want to play, and they have heavily braced that knee so that he can play. He doesn't have a whole lot of pain, but it's not as strong as it needs to be. Inbounds play, they get it into Fox. He puts it up and in for an easy 2. And the Tigers are back within 9 again, 39-30. And an offensive foul called against Nicky Mallory. And give credit to Steve Holler on the great defensive position. That's the third foul on Mallory, and Bill Green wants a timeout. Well, Momentum is wearing a white jersey with orange and black trim right now, and the score is 39-30. Marion leads Warsaw. We'll be back after these. Go for the shot. It's partially blocked by Edwards, and Teagle comes down with a loose ball, and a good call by the official on a no call. Mallory down the floor, goes to Edwards. Jay Edwards back out to Mallory. Warsaw getting intense on defense now, and a shot put up and no good. Taking the shot was Lyndon Jones for Marion, and Warsaw now can get back within 7. Right side, Gross lobs it into Fox. Turnaround jumper, can't get it over the rim. Rebound Teagle. Stolen away by Gross, and a foul called on Jeff Gross. Gross reached in on Lyndon Jones that time, his first personal foul. The team's second of the second half. 4:16 to go, third quarter. We're stuck on 39-30. Marion by 9, and Marion has the basketball again. Warsaw needs to make some hay here. Marion seems to be a little out of their offensive sets. Jay Edwards, free throw line jumper, 15-footer good, and it was just a matter of time before Marion got a bucket. They're back up by 11. 12 points for Edwards. Holler with the basketball. To Tucker. Left side he goes to Sands, to Holler in the lane. Jumper up, off no good. Rebound loose. And trying to save it in bounds was LaFon Bowens, and he tried to throw it in off of Tucker. And they say Bowens was out of bounds, so the ball goes over to Warsaw. The Tigers needing to take advantage of their possessions here. 3:49 to go in the ball in the third quarter. 3:49 third quarter. Warsaw inbound out top to Tucker. Down low to Holler. He goes in for the shot, put it up and in. Steve Holler with a nice move to the hoop. First points of the afternoon. 41-32, 9-point Marion lead. Mallory has it. He lost it off his hands out of bounds. They're going to give it to Marion. They're going to say that Holler got a piece of the basketball. Well, the Warsaw Tigers playing tremendous basketball here in the third quarter, trying to cut into a 14-point Marion halftime lead, or a 12-point Marion halftime lead. They've got it down to 9. Mallory with the basketball. Gives it off to Lyndon Jones. Back to Mallory. Nicky Mallory right side. Jay Edwards. Jumper up. Gross blocked it. They call the foul on Jeff Gross. That's his second. It'll send Jones to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Make a judgment here whether it's a foul or not, Bob.
Gross, good position. No contact in the body, and I got to think he got mostly ball there. And Warsaw wants another timeout. We've got to stop and play. Your score: Marion 41, Warsaw 32, 3:19. And he has 12 points already this afternoon, and he'll be shooting 2. 4 or 5 dribbles, shot up in and out, no good. And Al Rose might have taken a good time out there to ice Jay Edwards a little bit. 12 points, looking for 13 is Edwards, and the Marion Giants lead it 41-32. Edwards' second free throw, spins around, goes in. 42-32. Marion leads it by 10. Warsaw has trailed by as many as 16 points in this ball game. Tucker on the right side. He'll fire it. Jeff Tucker's jumper no good. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Tucker. He drives down low off the glass, no good. Fox has a rebound up, no good, and a rebound shot up and good by Tucker, but it won't count, and Rick Fox will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. We'll see the action and mixing it up inside again. Watch the rebound by Fox. He goes up for the shot. Teagle got him on the top of the head. That's 4 on Jay Teagle. And he is going to sit down with 4 personal fouls. It'll send Rick Fox to the line. And Jerry, Rick Fox has been probably the most consistent and most prolific player for Warsaw here this afternoon so far.
Well, he scored 4 points in each quarter. That's consistency, isn't it? 12 overall. Going to the free throw line. Gets his 13th point. Fox is a 64% free throw shooter. He's 3 out of 3 in this ball game.
Rick Fox will be at the line for another, and a chance to pull Warsaw within 8, and he does. It's a 42-34 ball game. 14 points for Fox. Mallory down quickly for Marion. Going to set up the offense. Corner goes to Edwards, up over Gross. No foul this time, and a rebound comes down to Warsaw. Stands ahead to Holler. Holler one-on-one. He'll stop, pop, shot, in and out, no good. He gets his own rebound. Goes up for the shot, good. Steve Holler with a nice effort, and it's a 6-point ball game. 42-36. Here come the Tigers. 4 points for Steve Holler. See how Marion does now as the pressure begins to build. Lyndon Jones with the basketball. Gets it to Nicky Mallory. Mallory dribbles on the right side into the lane. Tries to put the shot up. Gives it off to Jones. His jumper up. No good. And Fox has a rebound. For Warsaw, and the Tigers can close it to 4 now. 2:16 to go, third quarter. Here come the Tigers. Steve Holler across the time stripe. Defending state champions. Not going to go down without a fight. Gross, long jumper, good. 42-38. 13 points for Jeff Gross, the Mr. Basketball candidate. Mallory in the lane, off the glass, in and falls through. 44-38. 6-point lead again for Marion. Nicky Mallory, the senior, came through with a big bucket there. He has 4 points. Holler gets it to Gross with 1:43. Gross bombs away, knocks it down again. It took him a while to get the engine started, but now that it's going full bore. Foul on the play down court as Jeff Tucker fouls Lyndon Jones right in front of our location here, and that is first foul on Tucker. And a chance for Warsaw to catch their breath, and kind of a smart foul by Tucker that time, Jerry.
Well, it's only the 4th team foul, so no problem there. Now we look for action here to resume with 1:36 left to play, third quarter.
With the basketball on the left side is LaFon Bowen. Went up for the shot, stolen away by Joe Sands. And the Warsaw Tigers can close it within 2. Jeff Gross down the floor, gets it to Holler in the forecourt. Warsaw will set up the offense. You didn't think this would be easy for Marion, did you? Holler, left side, it goes to Rick Fox. Rick Fox gives it off to Holler. Holler looking out on top. He'll set up the offense again. Holler dribbles around the right side, gets it into Fox. He goes up strong. He's fouled by Cedric Keys. Cedric Keys guilty of his second personal foul. It'll put Rick Fox at the line to shoot 2. Watch the replay. Holler with a nice feed inside and a good body block by Cedric Keys. And it'll be an opportunity now for Warsaw to get within 2 points.
That is team foul number 5 against the Marion Giants. And there's a timeout on the floor with 1:05 left to play in the third quarter. It is Marion 44, Warsaw. Well, there's more to come. Stay tuned for a couple of free throws here by Rick Fox as we're in the final moments of the third quarter. He could cut the Warsaw, or the Marion lead to 2 points. You heard it. 15 points for Fox. Coming up, Notre Dame and North Carolina after this ball game.
Like he's got ice water in his veins, Jerry, and I know where he can get a good deal on ice. I understand his father is in that business down in the Bahamas. Rick Fox, second free throw is up, and it's good. 44-42, the Warsaw Tigers showing a lot of character coming back against the top-ranked Marion Giants. Nicky Mallory in the forecourt now as the Giants will try to run their offense against the 2-3 zone. Warsaw, with 52 seconds to go, would just like to see it stay like this and go to the fourth quarter down by 2. That'd be fine with them. Now, Marion, the end of the first quarter, ran this sequence. They got a jumper by LaFon Bowens to take a 10-point lead after 1 quarter. They led it by 12 at halftime. And Warsaw has fought back here in the third quarter. Mallory almost tied up. He gets it off to Edwards. Back to Mallory. Nicky Mallory with the basketball. Gets it out top to Jay Edwards. Edwards, Mallory has to come out and get the ball from him. Now he lobs it to Edwards down on the right wing with 17 seconds to go. Back to Mallory, to Edwards. 12, 11, 10 seconds to go. Mallory way out on top with 8. Not waited too long again. Edwards off balance to Mallory in the lane. Goes up. A shot. Foul called on Steve Holler. And it comes with 2 seconds to go. That's 1 on Holler, and team foul number 5 of the second half, and that's going to send Mallory to the line. Tough break for Warsaw there. Nicky Mallory will go to the free throw line. He has 4 points in the afternoon, and on the season, Nicky Mallory is a 51% free throw shooter.
In this ball game, he's up there for the first time. He has only 4 for the ball game. 4 points, that is.
Free throw is up. It's good. 45-44. Marion leads it by 3. Mallory will have another with 2 seconds to go. If he misses, Marion is back to try to intercept any long pass up floor. Mallory's second free throw is up. No good. Mallory has a rebound. Shot up at the buzzer. It won't go. Nicky Mallory missed the free throw. Excitement, and we haven't let you down. We had a 1-point thriller as Rogers beat Northrop in the opener this afternoon, 60-59. And here with 8 minutes to go, it is Marion 45, Warsaw 42. We tip it up, and the opening tip of the fourth quarter goes to Warsaw.
They had a 20-point third quarter, Warsaw did, to only 11 points for Marion, so that's why they're back in the ball game.
Out top, Tucker gives it left side to Sands. Back to Steve Holler. Warsaw can get within 1. Lob pass to Fox. Wide open inside. Knocked it down. 45-44. Fox with 18 points and playing outstanding basketball. Full court pressure by Warsaw. They get it down to LaFon Bowens. Drives in the lane. Off balance shot. It's up and good. LaFon Bowens with a great effort. 3 points lead now for Marion. Bowens with 14 points. Warsaw comes right back now. Steve Holler trying to get his Tigers back within a point again. Tucker to Sands. Inside to Fox. He's open. He puts it up and in again. And a defensive lapse continues for Marion. 20 points for Rick Fox. Mallory up the floor. Good ball control. Gets it to Edwards. He fires up the jumper off. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Bowens. And a foul call. And it's going to go against Sands, I think.
No basket.
And we got a technical down the other end of the floor. And a tough break there for Warsaw. We'll watch the replay. Joe Sands thought that Bowens came over his back. Sands did have position inside. And Sands put his foot out and kicked the ball off into the stands a little bit. He didn't do it. It wasn't a flagrant violation, but he kicked the ball and drew the technical foul. That's 3 fouls on Sands and the 16 foul. So Marion can pick up a 3 spot here and get the basketball back. There you see Bill Green, the coach of the Marion Giants. Things going pretty much his way. Good shot there. Chris Thornton, our engineer, as well, as he got into the picture. He wasn't supposed to do that. He didn't comb his hair or anything. All right, we're back to action here. LaFon Bowens will go to the free throw line to shoot.
We have exactly 7 minutes left to play in the ball game. The 1-and-1 is in effect now for Bowens.
Bowens free throw. First one is up. Good. We'll have another one coming. These are the free throws now. It's 48-46 now.
Bowens with 15. He's 3 out of 3 from the line.
Second free throw by Bowens is up, and it's good. 49-46. Marion back up by 3, and they'll have a chance to make it 4. And I don't know who they're going to have shoot the technical. You would think they'd leave LaFon Bowens at the line. He just hit 2 out of 2, but they'll bring Jay Edwards in to shoot free throws. Chance to put Marion up by 4.
Well, Edwards is an 81% free throw shooter. That's why they've got him up there.
His free throw is good. The technical pays off. And Marion goes up by 4 points, and they'll get the basketball. So this could be a 5-point play for the Marion Giants. So Warsaw now checks back onto the floor. 7 minutes exactly to go, and Warsaw has given Marion an opportunity now to go up by 6. Inbounds play goes to Mallory. Nicky Mallory across the time stripe, guarded by Holler. They're going to run some clock now with a 4-point lead. We're under 7 minutes. Mallory gets it into Bowens. Turnaround shot is good. LaFawn Bowens knocks it down. 52-46. 18 points for LaFawn Bowens, and the Marion Giants answer back. Lob pass on the right side to Tucker. Jeff Gross, after hitting a number of long jumpers, has been out of the action here for a little bit. Nicky Mallory draws a personal foul, and it'll be Jeff Tucker going to the line. Mallory has his 4th foul. Watch Tucker as he goes toward the basket, and Mallory comes in, number 22, reached in, got a piece of the hand. So Tucker goes to the line to shoot one in a bonus with 6:43 left, and Warsaw now can get back within 4.
Well, a five-point play by Warsaw certainly did a lot of damage, Bob, but there's still plenty of time as Jeff Tucker drills his 6th point.
And Tucker will have another free throw coming. It's a 5-point ball game, 52-47. Remember, Warsaw had trailed in this ball game by as many as 16 points rather. Second free throw by Tucker, no good. Bowens has the rebound. It's a 5-point ball game, and down the floor is Jay Edwards. Edwards lobs it into Teagle. Teagle back to Edwards. Edwards will get Gross in the air, and a foul called inside. It'll go against Jeff Tucker, maybe. Somebody was holding in the lane and holding against. It is Tucker guilty. Well, Steve Holler they call for holding inside. It's a second. It'll send Teagle to the line, and again, not a bad idea. Teagle just a 50% free throw shooter on the year, 58% on the year.
Well, he's 1 out of 2 in this ball game. He has a total of 9 points. 6:24 left to play. Marion by 5. Michigan City Rogers won the earlier game this afternoon over Fort Wayne Northup by a point, 60-59.
Teagle's free throw. Good as gold, knocked it down, 53-47. 6-point lead again for Marion.
And we'll remind you immediately following our telecast of this game, we'll rejoin CBS for North Carolina and Notre Dame.
Teagle's second free throw is good. Looked all the world like a 100% free throw shooter that time. He has 11 points, and the Tigers find themselves down by 7. With 6:18 to go. There is time, but they got to get it done in a hurry. Tucker left side to Sands. Sands now to Holler. And a foul down low as LaFawn Bowens ran over Jeff Tucker. Nice pick set down low by Tucker. That's 3 against Bowens. And it will send Tucker to the free throw line to shoot 1 in a bonus, where he was 1 out of 2 just a moment ago. And Warsaw got to hit them all now, Jerry, if they're going to close that gap again. Tigers trail by 7. Good look at Jeff Tucker there.
They're 9 out of 13, Warsaw is. Now make it 10 out of 15 as Tucker puts in his 7th point.
54-48, a 6-point ball game, and Tucker can make it a 5-pointer. Got a 1-2, Jerry, if the Warsaw Tigers might not run out of gas. They've been playing very hard this whole 3rd and 4th quarter now. Tucker makes them both. 54-49, a 5-point ball game. Warsaw looking to get the ball back. Tucker against Jones, almost fouled him. Jones comes down, puts it up good.
Basket by number 4, Lyndon Jones.
4 points for Lyndon Jones and a big bucket there for the Marion Giants. Gross comes back the other way now for Warsaw. Gives it to Holler, right side, Tucker. 5:47 to go, and Holler knocks it down from home run territory. 56-51, 6 points for Holler and a big bucket. LaFawn Bowens down for Marion, almost double dribble, goes in the lane, gives it off to Edwards. Free throw line, gives it back to Bowens. LaFawn Bowens drives in, going up for the shot, and it's off short, and Fox has a rebound and a foul called against Jay Teagle, and he's gone. 5th foul on Jay Teagle, and he is going to foul out of here with 11 points in the ball game. Here's the replay. Watch Teagle, number 30. Fox has good position, went straight up. Teagle hammered him, and that is all for Jay Teagle. And at the 5:28 mark of the 4th quarter, the Marion Giants going to lose a huge rebounding edge inside in 6'10" senior Jay Teagle. And they have a 5-point lead, and Warsaw will be at the free throw line with a chance to cut it back to 3 points. Checking in the lineup will be Eric Ewer, a 6'4" sophomore. Eric Ewer will check in for the Marion Giants.
At the free throw line will be Rick Fox, who's been the star of this ball game for sure, for at least the Warsaw Tigers. He's got 20 points. He is 6 out of 6 at the line. He has been consistent since the opening tip-off.
And just a sophomore, folks. First free throw by Fox is good. Whistle.
Lane violation, maybe. Let's see what happens. Could be. Could be.
Have a good
Basket will count, and there's a foul on number 31. Joe Sands, a foul called on Joe Sands. Fox will get his second. He'll get his bonus free throw, and then we'll go to the other end and shoot free throws. So Joe Sands draws a foul. That's his fourth. Fox will get his other free throw and a chance to cut it back to a three-point ball game. It's 56-52, and Fox misses, and they didn't need that kind of distraction at all. 4-point game now. We'll go to the other end with 81% free throw shooter Jay Edwards, and a chance to put Marion back up by 6, and a couple of costly mental mistakes here for Warsaw, Jerry.
The technical foul a little while ago by Sands down at this end of the court, and now that unnecessary foul there on the first free throw, which was really totally uncalled for.
Jay Edwards, good free throw shooter, shot up good.